Hi Libra, welcome to the Manifesta Kit. This is your reading for the month of November. Today we're going to be doing something new, and this is the Zodiac Pick a Card or Pick a Pile reading. You're going to pick between pile 1, the star, pile 2, the heart, or pile 3, which was I'm trying to think of how would I describe that. It's like it's a circle with the line. You'll see it. It's a no symbol, basically. I'll throw up a picture so you see all 3 piles. Pick the pile that your eye goes to the first automatic one without thinking, because our eyes are very intuitive and they kind of know instinctually which one to pick. And it's just, trust me, I use it as how I pick my piles, and it's 99% accurate most of the time. So whichever pile your eye goes to first, pick that one and that will be your reading. And if your eye goes to 2, automatically, as soon as you look at the picture, the first ones that your eye goes to 2. If it's 2, then it's 2. But if it's 1, then it's 1. So we have 3 piles. You'll have 3 options. All right, here, let's get started. Pile 1, the star. Okay, pile 1, we have the reading for the star for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to figure out the situation, the challenge, the action or advice, and likely outcome. And actually, I'm going to start with my Angelic Lightwork Tarot deck. What's the situation, Spirit? Oh. So before I did your reading, Libra, I had to restart the camera 3 different times. So there might be something to having to do something over and over. Maybe you feel like you're in a loop. Maybe you are energetically in a loop. Maybe there's some kind of pattern that needs to be broken. We're going to find out. The situation, mother healing. So we're healing some kind of relationship. It could be a mother. It could be a female figure. It could be stemmed from childhood, not necessarily with the mother, but through childhood. It could be just generational healing, but there's some type of family-like healing in this situation. Let's find out more. What's the challenge, Spirit? We're going to do a quick overview real quick of each side, and then we're going to get more in depth with my tarot cards. What's the challenge here, Spirit? A lot of peekaboos here tonight. Well, I'm going to take that one. Enhance protection for beautiful boundaries. So we're having a hard time with either creating boundaries, making boundaries, or maintaining them. Or we're having a hard time with someone else's boundaries. We're going to get specific in a second, but it deals with boundaries, protection, feeling safety, security. What's the action or advice here, Spirit? I love these cards because it's kind of an angelic perspective of the situations before we get more into detail. What's the action or advice, Spirit? Honor thy worth. Yes. So, that's obviously something to do with insecurities, building confidence in self. The action here is remember how much you're worth and don't compromise something. Like it's a lot about compromising something, like about no longer compromising, about you putting your needs first. What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? The pattern will be broken. I do remember mentioning a pattern in the very beginning. I kind of sensed the pattern energy. Okay, let's look. What's the situation, Spirit? If you'd be so kind to let us know. Oh. What's the situation, Spirit? Okay. Let's look. We have the Six of Wands, victory. You see he's on the horse and he's telling everyone, he's kind of announcing this victory. So the situation is kind of announcing healing, announcing forward movement. That's nice. So we're announcing something here like this is big, Libra. This is good. This is good energy. Yes. We have protection. And we have mystery. I'm kind of getting the sense here that we're kind of showing a victory, but there's unknown boundaries, underlying boundaries. Since we're talking about the challenge being boundaries, there's got to be mystery being unknown and protection being boundaries, unknown protection. This could also be talking about you, pile one, for Libra, have unknown protection from Spirit to ensure your victory in regards to breaking this pattern and healing. Let's clarify, Spirit. Could you give us another card for the situation? Could you tell us more about the current situation? These match my nails. Okay, so we are talking about healing and shining, healing and confidence here. And we have infinite abundance, the victory. So this feels like a manifestation and a promise of a manifestation, that both the fact that both things I said earlier were true. Their Spirit does have unknown protection that you don't know on this victory. You're ensured of victory, and you're ensured to heal this pattern, to heal your confidence, to have infinite abundance. And this confidence is going to unlock the infinite abundance of manifestations coming in. So it's like a twofer here. That's good. Okay, let's move forward towards the challenge. For the challenge, let's do the Disney Villains Tarot deck. And this is November, or not November. Well, it's for the November reading, but we're still in October. So that's kind of fits into the Halloween theme. Are these upside down? Yes. I'm glad it warned me. Okay, so what's the challenge here, Spirit, for Libra pile one? I'm just having so much fun talking to Libra over here. We're already 8 minutes in. I've wasted already 8 minutes of y'all's time. Just chit-chatting. Ooh. The challenge is having balance. Okay. And we also have the Five of Swords. And this is kind of about, this reminds me of, it could be seen both ways. Either the cat is attacking or the cat is being attacked and very mischievously avoiding this attack. So it also looks like a boundary, like protection too. So the challenge is balancing through some kind of boundary here. We're having trouble balancing our emotions, our circumstance. Could you tell me more about the Temperance card, Spirit? Yes, yes. Yes. We have the Eight of Swords here, feeling trapped. That's exactly what I felt. You felt trapped. And, oh my goodness. Then we have the Six of Swords as well. Look at that. That looks like a wall, a boundary. feeling a lot of entrapment here behind all these swords. There's so much protection and boundaries, and maybe it kind of feels like maybe the challenge is feeling safe, feeling secure though. Excuse if you hear my husband yelling. I'm sorry. He's playing Fortnite. I have these cards all upside down, but not all of them. It's just sections. So, wow. They're still not right. I wanted to fix these later, guys, but it feels now it's looking like the energy is like the challenge is that things are kind of upside down. Things are like looking at things from a different perspective is kind of the subject. Let's see. What's the action or advice here, Spirit? What's the action or advice for Libra pile 1? Maybe you just have your walls up, Libra. We have the 9 of Cups. So the action or advice is feeling like you have everything you need to move forward. It's about relaxing. This is a couple, and they're enjoying their drinks in front of them and enjoying the beautiful view of the lake. And they kind of have more drinks than they need. They have like food right there as well, but they have so many drinks. So much extra to go around. So the action or advice here is to honor your worth and realize you have what it takes. You have more than enough, more than what it takes to go over this challenge of feeling trapped, not being able to balance everything back out, feel like you have to be protected, have boundaries up, and feel like you have to be on your guard, and not feeling so entrapped. Like you have 2 cards on each side feeling like you're trapped. Like defensiveness. The challenge is a little bit defensiveness. What's the action or advice here, Spirit? So we have the Moon card, which is, it goes right under the Mystery card, which also signifies the moon. You see the moon here? It's kind of, you see the 2 trees as well as the 2 towers with the moon. They're kind of almost the exact card. So this is, they were right on top of each other like this. So go towards this unknown situation that you kind of have your wall up about. That's what this unknown card is. There's something going towards the unknown is kind of making you scared of this maybe victory. Maybe you're scared of the win. Something like that. And the action advice is you have more than enough to go towards the unknown. Something that scares you. You have more than enough to go through this. So what's the likely outcome here, Spirit? This is pattern breaker. Okay, so we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is about even give and take. What's interesting about the 6 of Pentacles and the Impressionist Tarot is this man is giving this other man so much wealth that he has just overloading on his horse. So it could be seen from 2 perspectives. Either you're the person giving or receiving. And the person that's receiving is kind of like looking the other way, like they're waiting for something better or something else. Like this isn't, like they're kind of like not happy with what they have right now. So I feel like you're going to receive something, but you may not realize it in that moment because you may be looking at something else that maybe to you is more valuable, but then later on you'll realize this is value. What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? Or there could be, because it's a pattern breaker, it's about give and take. I kind of got the sense that the likely outcome is there's going to be an end to you giving to people that act like what you give them isn't maybe important. You know, it's kind of like the person's like, oh, I'm waiting for something else. And the person's like, you don't see what I'm trying to give you here. So maybe the pattern breaker kind of feel like is going to be into people doing that to you, Libra. To you giving people something, be like, look, I want to give you this, my heart, you know? And then the person's like looking around like, oh, well, I'll take it. But like, I'm also going to look around and see what else is coming my way. And we have space. So that pattern, if that's experiencing in your life, is going to be completely taken out. And you're going to have so much space, so much clarity, so much clear space in your mental. So it's like all of these swords that are like completely being blasted is going to be like, it's going to be very peaceful. It's going to, all of this problem here, this wall is going to be gone. It's just going to be empty space. So it's going to be cleared out is what I'm trying to say. Let's give you a stress relief card to end this reading. What stress relief card would you give Libra pile 1? We have 2. The joy, excuse me, the joy of doing nothing. It's not always necessary to fill up every moment of the day. Take 5 minutes or so and lie flat on the floor with your legs stretched out and your eyes closed. Use a light blanket if you prefer. I'm laughing because my husband, I don't know if it's going to be on camera, but he screamed in the background, no. As you lie there, let your muscles loosen. Feel the weight of gravity as your back touches the floor. Pretend you're lying on the beach. Soak up the sun and listen for any sounds. Breathe deeply and fully and immerse yourself in this experience of doing absolutely nothing, and notice how refreshing it is. So you just got a lot on your plate, Libra, and you're just needing to clear it out. Yeah. Repeating positive phrases out loud. As a mindful habit, affirmations are positive phrases that you repeat to yourself, describing who and how you want to be, using the present tense as though the outcome has already occurred. Establishing a positive affirmation habit first thing in the morning can impact the outcome of your entire day. Positive affirmations, when practiced deliberately and repeatedly, can reinforce chemical pathways in the brain, making the connection between the two neurons stronger, and therefore more likely to conduct the same message again. So there's some kind of pattern that needs being broken here. It just needs to be completely untwisted. And to do that is rest, relax, and also put in more positive energy and do more reinforcements, kind of stop telling ourselves we can't do things and tell ourselves we can do it, and we're already starting to do it. We're moving towards it. And every day we get closer. Okay, Libra, pile 1, that's what I have for you. Thank you. Hi, Libra, pile 2. This is Heather with the Manifesta Kit. So if you chose pile 2, this is your reading. You have the symbol with the heart. We're going to do the situation, the challenge, the action or advice, and the likely outcome. So what's the challenge, Spirit, for pile 2, the heart? Protection for the vulnerable heart. What's the situation, Spirit? Finding what was lost and unique well-being. What's the action or advice? Oh, space clearing. This reminds me a lot of pile 1, except one step forward They have the likely outcome, oh, one step ahead. They have the likely outcome being space clearing. Your action or advice is to space clear. That's kind of interesting. I love it when these zodiac readings with these piles are still being cohesive. What's the likely outcome? It's just different timelines. What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? For pile 2, Libra, November 2022. Or whenever this resonates for you, like we said, there are different timelines for these zodiacs. So if you're on a different timeline, you know, it happens in December, then, you know, or maybe it already happened. It could be different depending. The likely outcome, we have recovery into grace. Okay, so we're in a situation where we're protecting our heart, have a guard up. Yes, and the challenge is finding our confidence, finding what makes us special within ourselves. What's special about ourselves that we believe. And the action or advice is to clear out all the negative self-talk, people telling you you can't do this, you can't do that. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever your heart calls to do. And get rid of people that don't resonate with you. Get rid of clothes that don't resonate. Just clear a lot of space. Okay. Like the outcome, we're going to recover into grace. Let's get a little bit more specific. What's the situation, Spirit? What's the situation? Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very logical, but she also has her sword right in front of her, kind of like she's guarded. And she's kind of, sometimes she can come off as a little cold. But only because she's seen things, you know? She's just guarded, naturally guarded, just because of experiences she's gone through. We have the Page of Swords. This is all about learning how to have clear communication and healthy relationships. This is the Ten of Wands. This is about taking on too many responsibilities, feeling overburdened, stressed, overwhelmed, like you just have too much on your plate, and not all of it on your plate is even yours. You're doing things for other people that you probably don't even need to be doing. You know, you're just a very helpful person naturally, but maybe sometimes you let people, you know, that expose your good energy a little bit, and you allow them to see your good energy, and that kind of comes back as people maybe overusing your kindness. And maybe that turned you into a situation where you feel like you have to be guarded. You have to have a little bit of boundary. You have to not be sweet first, because you have to understand the other person's intentions first, because you've gone through things. You've had to learn how to have healthy relationships. You've had to learn how to experience the good. You've experienced the bad. You kind of know now to have your wall up first, and then let people trust you. And then let you trust the people, I mean. And then you can bring them in. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, basically just saying what I just said. We have the Tower card. So something unexpected just happened. The Six of Swords, moving on, recovery after something that just happened. That's crazy, I just said that. So something just happened that caused this wall up now. And now we're having to take on too many responsibilities. Now we're having to recover into this grace over here. We're having a hard time because of unexpected changes recovering. But we're going to recover. The universe, we already know this, the future. God already told us, you're going to recover. You're having a hard time right now. It happened unexpectedly. You had to take on too many responsibilities that overworked you. you're having to be defensive with people just because of the experience, just because of something that happened, just because you know people now, you've experienced all kinds of people. You've learned how to have clear communications and good, healthy relationships. And now you're moving towards trying to have better ones. Okay. What's the challenge here, Spirit? I'm going to try the challenge with yours with a stress relief card and some tarot. We have letting go of judgments. So that kind of reminds me of having past situations where people just hurt us. So we had to form kind of a judgment on people. Ask yourself how you can be kinder today. It really means how you can be less defensive today. Think of something you judge yourself harshly for. Try and let it go. Think of something you judge others harshly for. Try and see this from a different perspective. Make a pact to be kind no matter how harsh life gets. We have letting go of those negative thoughts by laughing. So remember I mentioned the Queen of Wands feels a little cold. It kind of wants Libra pile 2 to warm up. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. It helps our minds let go of everything else. Tip: attend a laughter class if you're finding it difficult to do this practice on your own. There are even YouTube videos that you could try, or watch a comedian on YouTube as well. And then you'll get there as soon as you can. So you're feeling a little pressure, a little rushed. Or people are trying to make you feel pressured or rushed. Ever been frustrated and overwhelmed by waiting in line or getting caught in traffic? There isn't much we can do in these situations, and it can be a relief to remove the pressure we put on ourselves. Remind yourself that you'll get to where you need to be as soon as you can, and practice calming yourself down with some deep breaths. So we're just anxious, feeling pressured. Could you give us a couple tarot cards, please, Spirit, for the challenge? Creating boundaries. We're having a hard time creating boundaries with people. We're taking on too many responsibilities, not saying no enough. What's the action or advice here, Spirit? Whoa. You know, you might be scared because of losing people to create these boundaries, but Spirit's really saying, you know, sometimes we have to create boundaries. What's the action or advice with space clearing, Spirit? What do you mean by space clearing? Aw, success. Just only keep things that make you feel successful. Like you're moving forward in a positive light. What's the action or advice here, Spirit? Choose what makes you happy. Yes, go after your dreams. The Page of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. This is about communication coming in or travel. It's about also kind of feeling... It's also letting people know bad news. Basically, like this person's having to tell someone something that the other person's not, the lady's not exactly happy about. You know, you can see her face. She's pretty upset. And this person's like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Look at this outfit I just bought. It matches my boat. Got my nails done. I've gotta go. You know? I'm trying to take the advice. Try to laugh, you know? Like, I feel like it's reminding me to make jokes, make light of it. Like, remember to laugh. What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? Let's do that again. Whoa. When things get messy, just hold on. I just felt like I was on a boat there. And I had to hold on. What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? You'll have, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Literally, Libra, pile 1 got this in the action or advice. So you have this in the likely outcome. You're going to have everything you need. Once you clear out all the space, all the people you don't need, anything you don't need, anything that no longer serves you, that doesn't make you happy, and you get rid of it, you're going to have everything you need to recover into grace, to recover from this tower moment. Once you once you do that, create boundaries, don't take on too many responsibilities, realize you'll get there as soon as you can, let go of the judgments of others and yourself, and just kind of start laughing a little bit more, have a little bit more fun with life. You know, kind of life made you be a little bit more serious right now. And Spirit's like, it's okay, like have a little bit of fun, because we just need to clear out some space, and we're headed towards a great comeback, is what it feels like. Okay, Libra Pile 2, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for joining me. Hi, Libra Pile 3. If you had the no symbol, it's a circle with a slash through the middle, then this is your pile. We're going to start off with the Angelic Lightwork Tarot deck to kind of get a brief overview of the situation and the challenge, the action, advice, the likely outcome. Then we're going to get specific with tarot cards. What's the situation? Breakthrough into light. Okay. We're going through a tunnel here. What's the challenge? Let's try that again. Just to be sure, what's the challenge? I'm hearing pick yourself up and dust yourself off again. Honor thy worth. You're having a hard time feeling confident, feeling like you deserve something. You're having a hard time feeling like, you know, shoulders back, standing up tall. What's the action or advice? Unique well-being. Take care of yourself. Get creative on that. Do what makes you happy. What's the likely outcome? What's the likely outcome here, Spirit? There we go. A treasure of the soul. Nice. We're going to get a gift here. We're going to get something really special. All right. I kind of was told to do, let's do the challenge first, then the situation. That was weird. I was kind of like, let's do the challenge first with the stress relief cards is what I heard from Spirit. And I've never done this, so let's do that. Okay, what's the challenge here, Spirit? Oh, they're ready. They're ready to tell you. They've been waiting to tell Pile 3 this. Seeing things for the first time. Go outside or look through a window. Really notice the environment around you. Notice the shapes and the colors. Notice how the light from the sun lights things up. Notice any areas of shade. Try and see things like you are seeing them for the very first time with new eyes. So we're having a really hard time. We've been feeling stagnant. We've been having a hard time honoring thy worth. We've been having a hard time with honoring the worth of the beauty of a couple of things, ourselves, the world, the challenges, it reminds me of whenever I first was when I was in high school and I first thought about my dream apartment. I was like, oh, what would my dream apartment look like? And I had this whole thing. I was like, it has to have a balcony. And it was a ridiculous thing for me because in my area where I was moving for college, that wasn't an option. And so it's kind of saying here, it's that feeling that you need to go back to of being like, I have no idea what to expect. So my expectations, I'm able to fully imagine this, and seeing things for the first time makes me think of I'm able to fully dive into something. And so something that you have been having a hard time looking, if it's at yourself in the mirror, if it's looking at the beauty of life, the point of life, it's really saying what you can do here is try to see things for the first time again. You know, what was it like to be a baby and have to experience things for the first time? Just the joy of life. Like, oh my goodness, how fun was trying to walk for the first time? How fun was it to get our license? Like, you know, just things like that. Like, how freeing are these things? Is challenge, you know? Sometimes we forget it. The situation is success. So we are successfully breaking into a light here. Okay. And what's the action or advice here, Spirit? Go with the flow. So the situation is very fiery, very spontaneous, very new, and the action or advice is to remember to take care of yourself during this. Go with the flow. When things get rocky, just kind of go with it and trust in Spirit. What is the likely outcome? But you're kind of having a hard time trusting. That's the challenge. Trusting in ourselves, trusting in Spirit. What's the likely outcome here? Ooh, we got abundance. So you're definitely going to manifest something here. Oh my goodness. This reading was like, listen, Libra pile 3's got it. Honestly, the only thing they need to do is honor their worth and realize that they can manifest their dreams. And that's it. Go with the flow. Literally, Libra pile 3 with the stop sign. All we have to do is end the last step before you get your abundance, before you get you're literally already you're going through the tunnel, about to go through this light. It was just like, they were like, you're so close to getting this. They want to do the challenge first because we're already fixing the challenge. We're about to succeed. We're just literally 2 steps away. We're 2 steps away from breaking into this light. And the 2 steps are, step 1, actually maybe 3 steps. Step 1, see things for the first time like a baby. You know, pretend to be like a child. Like, oh my God, how beautiful is this? How beautiful are our animals? How beautiful is life? How beautiful is stepping? You know, like I said, how beautiful is the first candy you ever tasted? Oh my goodness, the first McDonald's French fries. Oh my goodness, I am like, this is a great idea. I love this idea. So do that and honor thy worth. Realize that you are worth this abundance you're about to receive. That's why Spirit wants you to feel this way, to see things for the first time, to be like, oh, life is amazing. I'm amazing, and life is just, I want to just flow with it. If bad things happen, I'm going to flow with it. And after that, the universe is like, Spirit is like, here's your dream come true. Like, here's whatever you wish for, something you wish for. You're about to manifest it. You got to flow, let it come in, honor your worth, and be confident, and just see things in a fresh, new, wow. And that's it. Spirit was very much like, look, let's keep this clean. Let's keep this straightforward. I would just want them to know, let's get this done and let's manifest. Because after this video, you're going to probably manifest within so quickly, like days and weeks, you know? It's going to be very quick, Libra pile 3. So I'm happy for you. I feel like I don't need to clarify, but I'm going to just because. So what is this abundance Libra pile 3 is getting? The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles is kind of like, she's the manager, you know, she's like promoted. She's the queen of she reminds me of the Renaissance Festival. You know, they have the queen or a king. Well, she's the queen, you know, the Renaissance Festival. She's just like, everyone around her is looking at her. She's center stage. She's, you know, the Sharpay Evans in High School Musical. She's just center stage. So you're going to be feeling confident and abundant. You're going to be feeling very abundant with this gift. What? Can you clarify? What's this Queen of Cups or Queen of Pentacles? What is this abundance? What is Libra pile 3 getting? Could you tell us anything else? Oh, so you have victory, the 6 of Wands. This is kind of pile 3. This is kind of like the future of pile 1 and 2. You're just like literally there. We have protection, mystery. That's exactly what pile 2 got. And we got fear. So you're going to be, you're literally accomplishing everything that pile 1 and pile 2 are going towards. So you're literally like a steps away. So you are about to have a victory over something you were protecting, a fear, something you were protecting yourself and scared, like something was scaring you, and you're going to have a victory over it. It was something maybe towards the unknown. I feel like you were maybe scared of the unknown and scared of maybe feeling confident towards unknown circumstances because it has honor thy worth here. It's like you were scared to have a victory through the unknown, and you were protecting yourself, but you're gonna completely gonna be done with the fears. You're gonna have your victory. But also, it also looks like, yes, your fears, all they're really saying here is, listen, your fears are gonna be gone. You're not gonna have to worry about a thing, okay? But we can't tell you. We can't tell you what it is, but you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be thinking it's great. You're gonna be telling people, and don't be scared. Like, it's gonna be great. Don't worry. That's what I kind of hear from your guides. Your fears are gonna be gone, but you're gonna be taken care of. They got you. I really feel nonchalant. Like, your guides are very much like, don't worry about it. Like, just sit there and look pretty. Like, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, because they're telling you to honor your worth and just see things from the first time. Like, just sit there and look pretty and look at the pretty world, and we got to take care of and just receive. Like, it's coming. So I think Libra pile 3, you got it going on. I think you're good. Okay. Thank you, pile 3.